Dai Ndodana Tshuma awanirwa foni auone kurwadza kwenyaya yakapara nezuro pakaitwa memorial service yaZandile Natalie and Nala vakasiwa vaurawa nemhondi baba vavo. Imikane zvinyaya inorwadza zvikuru as family nevamwe vekuchikoro, shamwari dzaZandi, shamwari dzaNatalie Nala vese vachita maspeech ekuratidza kuti moyo yavo yakatsemuka. Mabodies avo ari kuexpectwa kuti by Friday avaenda kuZimbabwe. Welcome back to the channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Kumcheto uko tichazoisa videos or actually audios avanenge vachitaura kurwadziwa kwavari kuenda through, especially the aunt from USA vataurawo kuti nyaya iyi yakavaputsa moyo. So pane anyora a tribute to a mother and two precious daughters. Ati iye, today my heart is utterly broken. Munhu uyu ari kuBedford ikoko ndeumwe wevanhu vaatenda this memorial, but even like so many across Bedford, across our nation, and indeed across the world, I am gutted beyond words by the tragic loss of a beautiful mother and the two precious daughters. There are moments in life when language feels painfully inadequate, when no combination of words can truly carry the weight of sorrow or explain the cruelty of such a devastating loss. A home should be a sanctuary. A mother's embrace should be a place of safety. Children should dream peacefully of tomorrow, never becoming victims of unimaginable tragedy. Yet today we remember 3 innocent lives were stolen, leaving behind a silence that echoes through families, communities, and every heart that has heard their story. To their loved ones, no words can erase your pain. There are no explanations that can satisfy the questions your heart will carry. There is only the assurance that your grief is shared by countless strangers who never knew them, yet mourn them deeply. Sometimes humanity weeps together because love recognizes love. Loss belongs to us all. May we remember this mother, not by the darkness of her final moments, but by the love she gave, the sacrifices she made, the smiles she shared, the countless memories she created with her daughters. May these beautiful little girls be remembered for their innocence, their laughter, their dreams, and the joy they brought into the world during their all too brief lives. As we bid farewell, may heaven receive them. With open arms, may angels walk beside them. May everlasting peace replace every earthly sorrow, and may perpetual light shine upon them forever. Kumuriyarasikirwa, may God hold you gently in his everlasting embrace until that glorious day when sorrow is no more, tears are wiped away, and love reunites what death has only separated for a while. Fare thee well, you will never be forgotten. Unoshaya kuti umondi unenge wabva papiko, unozozviita seiko kuti vana woti namai vovapedza vose. Guys, panati I have been emotional lately. I always look at the picture of Nala and imagined what she told Daddy. Did she say Daddy Chiregai? Was she confused with what was going on because she knew Daddy was a safe place and we never heard her? Did she scream? Then as a mother, I know we protect our kids no matter what. You can even say, there's a song sung by the late Paul Matavire, Handirambi. It was of a lady who was about to die but was begging God that since I have brought someone on earth, could you please spare me for the sake of the child? It said, dai ndisina kuzvara ndaimbochka. Makagara mati kunofiwa. Dai ndisina kubereka kana kuvhunduka rufu, ndaigovhunduka iro rwakagara ruripo. It was all because of what she had brought. So I can imagine how she felt when everything of this was happening. Maybe she's probably hugging her beautiful daughters and telling them, what you see, it doesn't hurt anymore. I couldn't relate to what she went through. Until now, I am not okay. As a mother, my worst fear is to lose them in a painful way. It is not well with us. Regaiti say, vachitaura tribute yavo.
I'm a Khumalo. I am from the paternal side of Sandy's family. Her dad, my cousin, or in our Ndebele culture, he's my brother. And there are many of Khumalos here that I'm representing, my cousins who are seated with you here. I also represent Zandile's maternal side of the family, the Magonyas. Zandile's mom was like a big sister to me. I didn't consider her a sister-in-law, but I considered her a sister. The loss of Zandile's mom and dad and her sister is our loss as well, as cousins and aunties and uncles. It's really hard to even fathom their grief as they are waiting to receive these three beautiful souls by the weekend. It's been a long wait for them. It's been a difficult wait for them. And I've just been thinking that when they do arrive in Zimbabwe, everybody will exhale in relief that they're finally home to be laid to rest. Zandile, as many of the speakers have said, was a very kind, graceful, and beautiful young woman. She was always calm, soft-spoken, and always smiling. The way she carried herself was with so much calmness and dignity. I always used to tease her and say, even the way you walk like you're walking on a cloud. And those are the memories that I have of my loveliness. She was like a daughter to me, and she was a sister to my 4 daughters. We have memories of wonderful summers we've spent together in California, where my family lives. Over the years, Zandile and her family have visited us for prolonged periods over the summer. And we have had so much fun going to the beach, having barbecues, and just hanging around the house and talking. And Natalie and Nala referred to me as Gogo, which is grandma or Nana. I've also heard from her workmates that she was highly regarded at work, and I had the same feeling because I had always known Zandile as a very smart, intelligent young woman. She always excelled in everything she did. She excelled during her primary school years, her secondary school years, and her university years. From the way she talked, I gathered that she excelled in her work as well. She was constantly talking about her job, even though I didn't understand exactly what it was about. But she would call me over the weekend while she was doing her ironing, usually on Sundays, and say, "Oh, Auntie, I'm so tired. I've been working late. I've been working long hours. This and that is happening at work." Should be showing so much passion for her job and excitement about the challenging work that she was assigned to. And I have no doubt that she would have gone very far in her career if only her life hadn't been cut short so abruptly. Natalie was almost like her mom's twin. She was also a very calm young woman, kind and gentle and thoughtful, but also very smart and intelligent. She was always talking about her school. And I know she was an avid reader. She read lots of books. She had a very inquisitive mind. I remember when she was 5 years old, when they came to visit us in California, she would sit cross-legged in front of our dog, Lucy, in the evenings and tell me that she's reading bedtime stories to Lucy, the dog. So I wasn't surprised when I met her again for the last time when we were with the family together in May 2025 last year at one of my daughter's weddings. She was more focused about reading. She said, Gogo, I have this long list of books that I'm reading, and I have a goal that by the end of this year, I will have read so many books. Even though she was on holiday, she was reading always. And now in hindsight, I wish I had noted which books she was talking about or which books were on her reading list, because I wish I could read a few of them just to get a better understanding of the joy and passion that she felt when she read her books. I miss her very much. Nala, like her teacher said, she was this spunky little girl, very confident, even around adults. You know, she spoke her mind with determination. She was really a social butterfly, you know, very happy, always friendly. She also loved dressing up. She would twirl around in her dresses to show her pretty clothes each time we were going out and she had to dress up. And she liked to pose with her head on her hip when she was all dressed up, you know, smiling from ear to ear. She was also a flower girl at my daughter's wedding last year, and she was wearing this long, frilly dress. I think you saw it on the pictures. And that was her moment. And those are the beautiful memories that I have of Nala. She also loved dogs, even though her family didn't have dogs or a dog. She got attached to our family dog, Lucy, when she visited over the summer. The same Lucy that Natalie used to read for when she was 5 years old. Nala would always ask her mom each time I was talking to her mom on the phone to say, please put Lucy on the phone, and I would have to video chat with Lucy. And she really, really wanted to have a dog at home, but I think her parents were very busy. It's a lot of work looking after a dog. So last Christmas, they bought a battery-operated toy dog, which she named Lucy. And I'm sure Nala, in her mind, she kept praying that one day she'll have a real dog. I will miss this very happy, energetic little girl. I will miss her smile. I will miss her energy. And I will miss her constant chatter. She was always talking. When I was asked to make a tribute today, I reached out to Zandile's parents to ask if there was anything they wanted me to say to everyone here today. Her parents are too distraught, as we can all understand. But Zandile's sister wrote something that she asked if I could read to you all. I don't know if many of you know that Zandile only had one sibling, her older sister, Bongi, who lives in Zimbabwe with her family. These two young women were inseparable. They shared a strong sister bond. They loved and cared for each other dearly. So I will read a message from Bongi, time permitting. She says, Notabo was more than my sister. She was my only sister, We were just two of us, sharing a bond built through a lifetime of memories, laughter, struggles, love, and companionship. Her passion has left a silence and emptiness in my life that cannot be filled. There are moments when I still expect to hear her voice, receive her call, or share something with her, only to be reminded that she's no longer here. Natalie and Nala were my precious nieces, beautiful young girls whose smiles, love, and presence brought so much joy to our family. Losing my sister and her two daughters together has created a void in our hearts and in our family that words can hardly describe. Their absence is felt in every conversation, every family gathering, in every quiet moment. Life will never be the same without them. As we prepare to welcome them home and lay them to rest together, our deepest wish is to give Notabo, Natalie, and Nala a dignified and loving farewell that reflects how deeply they were loved and how greatly they will always be missed. We sincerely thank everyone who has walked with us throughout this painful journey, from Notabo's workmates and colleagues to our relatives, friends, family, to church members, to the representatives from Natalie and Nala's schools, and to the wider community in Bedfordshire. Your prayers, messages, visits, kindness, and unwavering support have helped carry us through one of the darkest moments of our lives. We will forever be grateful for the love and compassion you have shown our family. Rest in peace, Notabo and my dear nieces. We will carry your legacy forever. And to close, I really would like to thank everyone's support, everyone who showed up today, Zandi's community in Bedford, Zandi's work colleagues, Zandi's friends, Natalie and Nala's school community, friends, and the community at large. We feel so comforted by your support, and we feel like we have a family that we can lean on. And this is just the beginning of the journey that we are just embarking on as we will travel over the weekend to take Zandi, Natalie, and Nala back home to their resting place. So thank you very much, everyone.